Hi, my name is Jaysie Pretrick, and this week we are doing our film project. And my genre that I would be, um, my genre that I'd be talking about is animation. Animations are individual drawings, they're paintings, or they could be illustrations that are pictured frame by frame. Each frame is slightly different from the previous frame so that it could display the characters in motions. Animals or inanimate objects are able to come alive by the frame by frame technique, giving it emotion or even personality. You have a drawing of a rabbit, and in animation, you have a rabbit becoming this evil villain. It's made or gives it personality. The first animation was created by Charles Emile Reynaud in 1877, who developed the praxinoscope, which uses mirrors and a spinning wheel to show the animated character in motion. He then, or this is a picture of what a praxinoscope would look like. The only difference is if it was, in motion, you would see all these characters actually flipping. So that's how this works. Um, Charles also invented another device called the theater optics, which display the pictures on the walls by using a long roll of pictures. His invention became quite unpopular after the Lumiere brothers introduced their film project. The earliest form of animation was first seen in works by Egyptians. Here is a picture of what the animations look like. This is a mural found in a burial site. As you can see all the wrestlers going from one position to another, or they're actually wrestling, as you can see. It's the same thing, except it's not a frame by frame individual photo, except it has everybody or all of the characters in one big piece. Another example is found in Iran. It is from the burned city of Iran. They found this. This is actually the drawing on a bowl that they found. As you can see, it has a goat going from one position and leaping to nip and eat. So same concept, except like the Egyptian, it's all on one piece. Okay, what is the impact of animation on our culture? Animation movies like Disney movies has shaped our culture from our youth. A lot of children grew up watching the Disney movies like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Pocahontas. I have grown up watching those movies. So Disney movies display how our society is, how women are viewed to be domestic and in the home, cleaning and cooking and taking care of the home, never actually being independent and being a power woman. Like in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, in order for her to be accepted by the little men, she tried to wow them with her domestic skills, in which her talent for cooking won over the little men's hearts. Every princess in the Disney movies portrays beauty, tiny waist, girls with very appealing body type. They display the same society we see today. Our celebrities with the amazing body than the average girl that we see every day in our magazines or movies. The movies we watch that still has the female character needing a male to be happy, even if being the lead character, the woman still has some kind of a male figure or has a male character that is always there to save her. So, never displays a woman as being independent by herself, not needing, a man to be successful or to be happy. Our children are always imitating what grown-ups do and try to be like someone they admire. Disney movies gives a false picture of what a child should look like to be accepted into society. Pretty small waist and even seduction is seen in movies. A child might not be seduction or seductive, but could use little things like cuteness to maybe get away with grown-ups to get his or her own way. Animated characters are made into toys now and take away a child's ability to use creativity. Instead, they play just the way he or she sees in these animated cartoons. So we might not think that, their cartoons are not really doing anything to our children, but in fact, they are taking away their ability to be creative, the ability to be who they are, or to show what they can do with their own brains instead of, just copying everything that they see on TV. Animations, they're fun. They're fun to watch, and it gives it an innocent feeling because, well, the characters are not real, and then you have them being so colorful and pretty on TV. But under all that fun, there is always an underlying message behind it, or an underlying effect that we sometimes don't see. Some of the Disney movies display a bit of bias. A lot of the Disney princesses that you see are actually white. So we don't really have a lot of, characters that are from another country unless they're the villain, and so, or they're the troublemakers. Then that's when we see, them displaying people from other countries. Um, there are a few of princesses that are not white, like Mulan or Pocahontas, or Tatiana in The Princess and the Frog, but they're not these perfect princesses. There's always something about them that's not perfect. Disney movies, you've never seen a fuller female body type used as a princess. So all the princesses are very, they have this body that these girls would want to be. So it kind of does not encourage that, being a princess for bigger girls, or even girls that are not white. Movies like Mulan, Aladdin, they're very stereotypical. In the movie Mulan, you see a portrayal of Chinese people, how they perceive their women, how women should not be heard, how women should only be of worth if she was married. If she doesn't have a man, then she's really nothing until she gets a man, and married and probably making kids. And then you see movies like Pocahontas, you see the talk of savages and how they live as not being the right way to live, or it still talks about them as being savages. In the movie Aladdin, the song that played in the beginning of the movie was a bit racist and stereotypical at the same time. We think of, the Middle East as this dangerous, hostile type of environment, and here in the song it's saying that they're barbaric, but that's home for them. Or you see in the marketplace, the owner was about to cut off, the princess's arm because she was caught stolen. Like, that's a bit harsh, to display them as those kind of people, or the Middle East as that kind of a country. And also the stereotypical idea that women, should be at home. That's the only place for a woman, being able to cook, or just, I guess just to look pretty. A lot of these Disney movies, we really don't see the effects, but if a closer look at it, these animated characters, they still tell a story about our society, or still, shows the world how things are if we study them closely. The kind of environments that we live in, or the kind of society, who belongs in where. Um, yeah, this is about it that I've prepared for us today. Thank you very much.